we are back at the Westlake Royal Building Products booth for roofing solutions, and I am Heidi Ellsworth, and Roofers Coffee Shop is live in the Westlake booth at the International Builder Show for 2024. Wow, what a day so far. It has been incredible, all the interviews, and now I am so excited. We have James McClister with Custom Builder, another publication that I have been reading for years. I love it.
That's very flattering. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being
It's
here.
honestly my pleasure. It's the most exciting thing I've done today.
Oh, okay, that is great.
I've been here for about 3 hours. So.
3 hours.
No, but this is very exciting.
And this is the most exciting. Okay, we're going to take that. We're going to go. So, James, can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your publication and overall?
Certainly, yeah. Well, as you said, James McClister. I'm the editor of Custom Builder magazine, which is part of the ProBuilder media group. You guys might be familiar with ProBuilder magazine, Pro Remodeler magazine, also Products. And yeah, we're the official publication, ProBuilder overall, of the NAHB. We run the show village outside. And we're just here, checking out cool products, talking to cool people. Yeah,
thank you. I'd love to be on that list. That's really nice. And you know what? That is one of the things that we wanted to hear, right? What's hot? And you, are in the epicenter of it. So what are you seeing for trends? What are you seeing at the show that you're just kind of going, ooh, something that's got your attention?
Well, in terms of overall trends, I mean, I don't think we're going to be treading any new territory here. Sustainability is huge. Yeah. And one thing I will say, when I talk to remodelers, builders,
no problem, we're live.
That's what happens. Yeah,
we are live. Yeah.
So whether you're talking to a builder or a manufacturer, sustainability is on their mind.
Yes.
They will admit to you right now, I don't know that there is a direct correlation between any new revenue and sustainability. I don't know if customers are necessarily actively asking for it right now, but there's a forward-looking sense that sustainability is obviously here to stay, and it's only going to get more progressive. And certainly, some of the new codes that are coming out are kind of demanding a little bit of higher performance products. But yeah, I think everyone's really banking on it and leaning into it hard.
I think so too.
There's also, labor is obviously a huge issue here. Yeah. It's a persisting problem, and I don't think it's one that's going to go away, and it's certainly one that's not unique to our industry.
No, across the board.
One of the exciting things I am seeing to sort of transition into product talk a little is you see some labor-saving products, and one that's really stood out to me is Pella's new Speedy Install window. Ooh. It's out in Show Village. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it yet. It's essentially a window where you don't need two people to install. It has clips that will sort of hold it in place as you shim it and fully install it. And it's one of those innovations that it's so simple. Anybody's like, why didn't I think about this? It does so much benefit, and it seems such little hardware.
I have to tell you, I love that because I've been around many job sites, and the labor that it takes to get windows in, and just overall, and I gotta go look. I gotta go see that. That's really impressive.
It's a really cool product.
What else are you seeing?
Well, I would say, so I wrote some down for you.
Yeah.
Don't mind the notes. So obviously, as I mentioned, sustainability. We're seeing that in a lot of engineered products, a lot of alternatives to traditional products. One I would point out is for insulation, timber board. And I will also say I was a Best of IBS judge. So I got a little sneak peek at quite a few products before the show. And Timberboard was one that really stood out to me. It's this compressed softwood wood chips insulation. It's safe for a professional to handle. It's safe for a homeowner to handle. It has a really stable high R value, and it's been used in Europe for about 20 years, and they're finally bringing it over. So it's tried and true and tested, and now it's finally in the market, and it is a lot more sustainable than a typical insulation.
That's a trend. I would like to capture that, because that's a trend that I don't think people are really aware of. How many products we do have coming over from Europe?
Oh yeah.
And that have been used decades, centuries, longer, and that we are just finally starting to adopt. And so you're seeing that a lot?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you see it if you watch how companies are investing and expanding, there are a lot of mergers and acquisitions that are basically foreign companies buying into domestic companies, and then they leverage that to bring their products over in a much smoother way. Yeah, so we're seeing that quite a bit.
We're seeing that a lot in roofing too.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we're talking here overall building, but we're seeing that in roofing too. A lot of new things coming through, and companies, European Wholesome being a big one, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of that going on. So anyway, go ahead.
Yeah,
You totally captured me.
And now I'm like hopping all over the place as now we're talking about it. Another thing that I thought was really cool is, so on the labor side of things, I don't know that we're going to create new people, but we are going to create new products, new building systems, and building systems, which new ones have been showing up at IBS for a long time. I mean, just a few years back, we had Black Buffalo 3D printing a home outside during the show, and they finished it during the show. We're seeing different kinds of construction systems like that. One that stood out to me was OS Block. It's this, you know, flame retardant R32 structural blocks that kind of stack like Legos. Yeah, I know, it sounds crazy.
And everybody knows how to put Legos together.
Yeah, exactly.
So there you go.
If you're strong enough, they are heavy, but you know, if you have the product or you have the means, like to actually use them, it's a super efficient way to build and super effective. Yeah.
Is that out in the show
I'm not
village?
sure exactly where it is on the floor. That's another Best of IBS, which I've been reading about. But you know, I've only been here 3 hours, so I haven't got a lot of chance to explore everything.
So I would love for you to tell us a little bit about the show village, because ProBuilder and your whole custom builder, everything, you were sponsoring that.
Yeah. So
you said that was kind of your booth.
So ProBuilder overall, I won't take full credit. I'm sure they're watching this, being like, oh. But. It's a place for a lot of different exhibitors to go out there, but one of the big showcases that's always in Show Village is we have modular homes that are built right there on the lot.
So cool.
And you know, modular is another one of those building systems, prefab, that is more efficient, it's cleaner, labor saving, and it's something that a lot of people are starting to buy into now. Out in Show Village, you can walk through those homes, you can explore them. You could see, I mean, if you see a modular home from 10 years ago, you know, you can tell it's modular. You go out there now, it almost looks like a custom home. They're so beautiful. It's amazing the things that you can do with modular and prefab today. Well, and Show Village is a place to kind of figure that out. We're
going out there. We're going to go out there and we're going to get some video. We're going to bring it live because we want you to see it. And Westlake has demos going on out there also, so we're going to capture that.
On the Pro Trade Craft stage?
Yes.
That's also out there. Pro Trade Craft is another sister publication. They do great work. Michael Anschel from Otagawa Anschel Design Build is out there with his crew, doing all kinds of installs and sort of how-to. So check it out. Yeah,
we're going to check it out. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
This is so amazing, and I'm curious, just any highlights, any fun things you want to share about upcoming issues of Custom Builder that we should be aware of?
Well, certainly one of the things we're doing here at the show is our MVP Awards program, which is sort of a products ProBuilder partner program. We're handing out awards, so you might see our table toppers or even some of our like hard awards for the gold winners, so we're passing those out, and that'll be in the March-April issue of ProBuilder. I would also like to highlight, going back to my notes again, I'd like to highlight some of our upcoming events.
Please.
Yeah, so educational conferences. If you guys work in the, you know, if you're a remodeler or a builder and you want to, you know, help yourself, as I'm sure everyone here does, check out Pinnacle. It's June 26th through the 28th, I believe. Don't check me on that date. In Baltimore. And then there's also our Women in Residential and Commercial Construction Conference. Go women. More. That's another great trend, actually. More and more women showing up. And not in just, you know, a typical designer role where I think a lot of people will slot women in construction. I'm seeing them out in the field, superintendents, owners.
On the roof.
Yeah, exactly. But in September in Phoenix, check that out. It'd be definitely worth your time.
That's great. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you guys so much for having me.
This has been so great. You can get all this information. You'll find it. We cover it on Roofers Coffee Shop, but also check out Custom Builder, ProBuilder, and NAHB, in case I said that too fast. Because the National Home Builders Association, you want to see what's going on there too. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure. Come back again, will you?
Yeah, anytime. If you're in Chicago, hit me up.
Oh, we love Chicago. I'll be there in the summer. Okay. Everybody, stay tuned. We've got more interviews coming. It keeps on rolling.